Finding the perfect shoes to pack for a trip is one of the biggest challenges we face when packing. Today, I'm going to make that just a little bit easier for you by reviewing 10 of the most popular brands of travel sandals, from Travelista favorites to Amazon best sellers. Let's go. With summer in full swing, as you can tell by my frizzy hair, you may be looking for that perfect sandal to wear for your next adventure. In some of the online travel forums that I follow, what shoes to bring is one of the most asked questions and has some of the longest responses. So I decided to look into some of the brands that are highly suggested and picked some of Amazon best sellers and put them side by side. Today, I'm going to rate each shoe on 4 different criteria: comfort, style, fit, and weight, because weight can be a major issue when you are packing. I'm ranking with a 4-star system. 4 stars is great, 1 is not so great. And of course, I'll be giving you my very subjective opinions about each shoe as we go along. And you'll want to stay to the end for what I think is a very surprising favorite. Before we get started, since feet are extremely unique to each person, let me tell you a little bit about my feet so you'll know how to compare and decide if something doesn't work for me, it might actually work really well for you. First, I almost always consistently wear a size 8 US, and I do have a fairly narrow heel, but I think my foot is a regular normal width normally. I also haven't had for many years plantar fasciitis issues, which I know are very common for women our age. I used to get it a lot when I was running half marathons and the couple of marathons I ran, but those days are long over for me. I do have some ganglion cyst issues on the top of my foot, which cause some nerve problems. And I do look for shoes that aren't going to compress the top of my foot and make that worse. So now that you know the details, let's get into the reviews. I'm super excited about this video. I am going to start with my least favorite and work towards my overall favorite, but you're not going to want to miss some of the middle ones because I feel like a lot of those could be winners too. First up are these Crocs Miami toe loop sandals, and they're about 40 bucks on Amazon. I ordered these as a possible dupe for the Emmy Parsons Bari sandal that I saw over on Alyssa Beltempo's channel. But those sandals are $450. Definitely outside of my shoe budget, probably for an entire 2 years of a shoe budget. And I will admit that I have never really been a Crocs fan, but my daughter loves them so much. And I was hoping that this pair might change my mind, but sadly no. Let's start with ranking them. Fit, they are a 1 star. Out of the box, these are way too big for my feet. I could maybe size down to a size 7, but then I think they would be too short. As for comfort, I give them a 3 because if they actually fit, they might be comfortable. Like they're pretty lightweight. This band over here is just way too big on top of my foot, and it's just because I know they're going to slide around a lot and probably cause some blisters. As for style, I love the look of the shoe. It does look very similar to the Bari sandal, so I'm giving it a 4 for style. And for weight, I am giving it a 4 also, because that is one thing that Crocs are known for, is for being lightweight shoes. And these are lightweight, although they are not the lightest pair that I have in this group of 10. So the Crocs were basically a nay for me. Next up, we have the Rui, I think is how you pronounce it, the Rui slide from Amazon. And these were about $36. And I had really high hopes for these. Unfortunately, out of the box, they are incredibly uncomfortable. They rub too much where the toe is. It's rubbing too much, and across the top, it does not fit. It fits okay, but when you start walking around in them, you know that you are going to get blisters, or at least I know that I'm going to get blisters from them. And there's not a lot of support here. There's a little bit of cushion on the heel here, but Otherwise, there's no arch that supports your foot. It's very, very flat. And overall, it's not a very well-fitting or a very comfortable shoe. So I gave these a 2 for fit and a 1 for comfort. I did give them a 4 for style because I do think that they're really, really cute. I wish they had fit better. And then for weight, I am giving them a 3 because they are not super heavy, but they're also not as light as a couple of the other options that I have for today's review. Next up, we have the Ekko Float Wedge. And I had, again, really high hopes for the Ekkos. These are about $136, $135 on Amazon. Ekko is one of the brands that is consistently being talked about how great of a travel shoe they are. And I have never owned a pair, so this was my first pair to try out. And I have to say, I'm extremely disappointed. They don't fit very well. The back heel strap, even though you have some Velcro here to adjust the strap across the top of your foot, you can adjust it across the top of your foot, but this little back part is pretty loose on me. And I've admitted, I do have a relatively narrow heel, but generally speaking, when you can adjust the Velcro across the top, that helps with this part of the shoe, but in this case, it does not. Also, I really thought these were gonna be more of a nude color, and I'm not sure if the actual color is going to show up very well on the camera here, but they are more of a light pink, like a dusty rose pink, than they are like a tan color. I really love using a tan or a nude colored shoe during the summertime because it does help elongate the legs for those of us who are short. It's nice to have that little additional help to make us look like we have longer legs. And I also think that the tan and neutral just goes with so much more during the summer when you might be wearing a lot of different colors. So these were a little too pink, but that aside, what really was disappointing is that they really just don't fit very well. So I gave these 2 stars for fit. I did give them 3 stars for comfort because they do have like a little heel cup back here, and they do have the arch support. They're not incredibly soft, but they do have arch support. So I think if they fit you right, they would probably be pretty comfortable. For style, I mean, I thought they were a little more conservative of a wedge, and I mean, they're okay. So I gave them like a 2. I was debating between a 2 and a 3. I think I'm going to give them a 2 stars for style because they're just a little more conservative than I wanted. And also the color isn't what I was looking for. And as for weight, they definitely get a 1 star. These things are heavy. Like they are one of the heaviest shoes that I'm going to be reviewing today. So that would be a lot of weight in your suitcase that you would have to carry. I do want to take a second to mention that there were a few brands that I wanted to review for this video, but I wasn't able to get the shoes here in time. And those include Vionic and some FitFlop brand shoes. I also looked at the Crocs options for sandals, but none of the styles really spoke to me, so I decided not to get them. But please let me know in the comments below if you're enjoying this review style of video and if you would like me to do more of them. If you would like me to do more of them, what would you like to see me review next? I know I love watching other people's review videos, not just to get opinions, but also to possibly find some products I had never heard of before. Okay, let's get back into the reviews with the next shoe. And it's actually one I've had for a few years. And it is the Sellella sandal. Whoops. Try at you. These are about $66 on Amazon, and they do come in a few different colors. Many of these shoes come in a wide variety of different colors and finishes, like some are leather, some are suede, that type of thing. And this is also the case with the Sellella sandal. These I have had for probably 4 years, and I do like them. However, I will say they fit well. They do fit really well, but the comfort level on them is they do cause me blisters. Like if I wear them for a long period of time and to walk a long distance, I am getting blisters in these. So they are not a great travel shoe if it's something that you want to be able to wear around for a lot. But they are great for like if you just plan on wearing them to go to dinner at night or something like that, because they've got a wonderful look to them. They've got a stretchy, band on the top, so you can adjust that to where it's going to be the most comfortable on your foot. But I haven't worn them as much as I thought I would. Let's just put it that way. For fit, I am going to give them 3 stars because they do fit fairly well. Comfort, they're only going to get 2 stars because they do cause me blisters, unfortunately. Style, I give them 4 stars because I do think they're pretty cute and stylish, and you can wear these with so much stuff, not just dresses. They look really cute with shorts and a tank top. Like they are a very versatile shoe. And for weight, I give them a 3 because they're pretty lightweight. Again, they are very flat. They don't have a huge amount of support, but they do have fantastic tread on the bottom of them. So they are good if you are walking around on slippery surfaces. You guys, I'm going to apologize. I thought I could get through this video without turning the AC on, but unfortunately, I needed to turn the AC on, and it is going to probably be running in the background the whole time that I'm finishing up this video, but I figured it's better that I not be a sweaty mess showing you the rest of these shoes. So next up, we have the Tiva Vera sandals, and I got these before I went to Florida this spring, and I knew that I probably wasn't going to love the style because it is very much a very sporty style. I was hoping for something that could do a little more double duty of being both athletic and something that would look cute with dresses and skirts and such. And I mean, these look okay with a dress, but it's not quite the style that I'm going for if I want to go out for a nicer dinner. They're okay on comfort. They do have both the Velcro across the top of the toes and the Velcro across the ankle that you can adjust. But even with that, kind of the way that the height of the ankle strap here is a little weird on my ankle. But it's soft and flexible. It is very soft inside. So these have not given me blisters. I was able to wear them pretty much straight out of the box and not have any issues with them for walking for long periods of time. So they are more comfortable than I actually kind of thought they were gonna be. So for fit, I give them like a 3. They fit pretty well. They're not the best fitting shoes, but they do fit well. For comfort, they are really comfortable. So they do get a 4 for comfort. They do have some arch support. They are pretty cushy where the heel is. So if you do have plantar fasciitis, these will probably be really comfortable on your feet. For style, I give them a 1. I mean, they are very utilitarian. I think that's probably the best word for them is utilitarian. And for weight, I give them a 4 because they are relatively lightweight. Again, not the lightest sandal that we're going to talk about today, but they won't cause a lot of extra weight in your baggage. So our next pair of sandals is actually an Amazon find. They were highly, highly rated on Amazon. I think they were like 4.4 stars with thousands of pairs having been bought. They are an orthotic sandal, so I think they are supposed to be kind of a dupe for the Bionic sandals. They run about $34. The company is called UTAG. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but I do think they are super cute. They again come in quite a few different colors. I thought this snakeskin, this kind of metallic snakeskin, was pretty cute and a little dressier than some of the other sandals that I've been showing. They do have fantastic tread on the bottom, so they would, I think, be really appropriate to wear if you were doing like a trail, not like a super, a big hike, anything like really, really intensive. But if you were doing like some nature trail hikes or some easier hikes, these would probably be really, really comfortable to wear. The only issue that I thought might be a problem is kind of the little cloth piece between your toes. Wearing around the house, it's not terribly uncomfortable. I did have great plans that I was going to take the shoes that fit really well out of the box. I was going to wear around the neighborhood for like a quarter of a mile or half a mile, and really wear them to be able to give you an idea of if they gave me blisters out the gate or not. But it has been so hot and humid here that I love you guys, but I wasn't willing to tear my feet up walking in the heat in brand new shoes and figure out how they wear. But that would be one thing that I would be a little bit cautionary about. So with these sandals, I did give them, they do fit really well out of the box. They do have Velcro again, so that you can adjust the ankle strap. And this ankle strap just fits close. You can actually pull this a little bit closer to your heel than I could in the Ekko shoes. So these do fit really well. So I'm giving them a 4 for fit. I am giving them a 3 for comfort, because again, I don't know what that in between the toe thing is going to do. I give them a 4 for style, because I do think they are quite stylish and would look super cute with dresses and skirts and such, especially in this metallic snakeskin. And I give them probably a 3 for weight. They're close to a 4 for weight. They're not super heavy, but they're not really lightweight either. I think this part on the bottom makes them a little bit heavier, but they still are not super heavy shoes like the Ekko shoes are, and the Birkenstocks that we're going to go over in just a few minutes. But I think for $34, this could be a really, really good find for a travel shoe, as long as you don't mind having something between your toes. And like I just mentioned, our next shoe is the Birkenstock Giza sandal, which are currently running about $87 on Amazon. These clearly well loved, right? I've had these, oh gosh, I have probably had these for probably 8 years maybe. And they're very well worn in. As anybody with Birkenstocks knows, the more you wear them, the more comfortable they become. These are like incredibly comfortable. It's just, one of my go-to shoes, but they're kind of heavy to pack. So they don't get packed a lot for many trips because they take up a lot of space and they are really heavy. And I don't particularly want to wear Birkenstocks on the plane, especially since I can't wear socks with them on the plane. These have been a favorite. So I give Birkenstocks overall, and I will admit, my daughter had Birkenstocks for years before I was like, they're so hippie looking. They're not something that I want to get. But eventually I gave in, and boy, am I glad I gave in. And I've come to love my Birkenstocks. So I do give them a 4 for fit, because especially this pair, but most Birkenstocks have like a buckle where you can adjust across the top of your foot. So sometimes I do have to adjust the top of one of the shoes where this ganglion cyst are giving me issues. I need to make this a little bit larger at the top so it doesn't rub against that part of my foot. So that's really nice. So I give them a 4 for fit. I also give them, of course, a 4 for comfort, because they are one of the most comfortable shoes I own. I give them a 3 for style, because I think Birkenstocks still are a little too casual to really go from walking on a hike or doing something outside or whatever to wearing with a nicer dress to wear out to dinner. So they're still not quite the dual purposed shoe that I would like to have in a travel sandal. And weight, I give them a 2, because they are one of the heaviest shoes that I am talking about today. They're not as heavy as the Ekkos, but they aren't, the cork is just not that lightweight. And since I knew that I was going to be talking about the Birkenstocks, I also wanted to compare them to the Amazon dupe brand, the Cushionaire. And these are the Cushionaire Luna sandals. Cushionaire, I've seen them on Amazon for years and years and years, and they have great reviews and lots of stars. So I did want to try these out and see how they did compare to the Birkenstocks. These were $30, so a third of the price of the Birkenstocks. And these are great. They fit fantastic out of the box. I mean, super, super comfy. I love, love, love them. I like this cognac color. I have no other sandals in this color, which was one of the reasons that I chose it for this video, because I wasn't sure if I was going to keep them or not, but I'm I'm definitely keeping these. They are so comfortable. They are fit just like the Birkenstocks did right out of the box. Really, really comfy. So I give them, again, you can also adjust the, the across the toes or across the top of your foot if you need them wider or skinnier, like again, most Birkenstocks. So for fit, they get 4 stars. For comfort, they get 4 stars, of course. I mean, these are really comfortable. Style, just like the Birkenstocks, I give them a 3 because they're a little dressier, but they're still not quite the level of dressy that I would, again, want to go out to a nice dinner in. And for weight, just like the Birkenstocks, they are pretty heavy, so they get a 1 for weight. And now we are down to my last 2 pairs of sandals, and these are by far my favorite pairs of sandals out of all 10. These are the ones that I will be putting at the top of my packing list when I get ready to pack for my next trip. And the first pair are these Toal Perfect sandals. I didn't want to like Toal sandals because they are kind of spendy. These are about $135 on Amazon. And I was like, just like the Ekkos, I'm like, are they really worth over $100 for a pair of sandals? I am a budget shopper. If you guys have been here for a while, you know I am a budget shopper. So spending over $100 is over $120 on a pair of sandals is that's it's a leap for me. But man, I put these things on my feet and they are so comfortable. These I have been wearing around to run errands in. I've worn them multiple days to go out and do a couple of meetings in, and they're just so comfortable. Having this strap across the top of my foot holds them on so they don't slip around and I'm not getting blisters. They are super soft down here on the heel area. They've got a great arch support, and the toe area is really soft, so it does not rub your toes. And they've got the Velcro across the top, so you can adjust and make that, tighter or looser if you need to. I love this tan color. It really just goes with so much stuff in the summertime. And like I mentioned before, anything that I can do to make my legs look longer, I'm going to try to do that. They've also got these little air holes in here. I'm not sure if that's like really gives you any air conditioning, but I can tell you from wearing them around for 2 or 3 days this week, they are really comfortable. They do have pretty good tread on the bottom. So again, I would wear these on a trail. An easy trail, a nature trail, let's say. I wouldn't have no problems doing that or wearing them around a city all day long. And I think they are really cute to, if you wore these with like a little black dress, they would be dressy enough to wear out to a nice dinner somewhere. I, of course, am going to give these a 4 for fit, a 4 for comfort, a 4 for style. And the only thing that they are going to get a 3 in is that they are, and they're not super heavy, but they are not nearly as light as the next pair of shoes that I'm going to show you, which is my overall surprise favorite out of all of the shoes today. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys that these also come in 13 different colors. So you could get them in a couple of different colors and have a variety of choices when you go to pack. There's a beautiful metallic one that I think would be really fun to have. And for our ultimate winner out of all 10 sandals, I present to you the Plaka Explore hiking sandal. It is a $34 Amazon brand hiking sandal. Well, I don't know if it's an Amazon brand, but that's where I found them. $34, y'all. These things are so incredibly comfortable. I mean, I put them on out of the box and walked around for, not for miles, but I walked around a ton in these. I've worn them just like I wore the Taos sandals. I've also been wearing these sandals around quite a few days, and they don't rub anywhere, even though they look like they might. This, whatever material that the braiding is made out of, is super soft and comfortable. They're fully waterproof. They have amazing tread on the back of the shoe. I mean, just incredible shoes. You could take these on a hike. I would even wear these on a more challenging hike. They are that supportive and that comfortable, and I trust the tread on the bottoms of these so well. They have a nice arch support. They are super, super soft. They've got this little round part here on the heel that is just really makes your heel comfortable. It really supports and cushions your heel, plus a tiny little heel cup here that keeps your foot in place so you're not sliding back and forth in the sandal. If you've had that issue, you know what I mean. And they are adorable. Like, they look really cute with a dress and a skirt. I've worn them with both. Or they're fantastic beach shoes to put on with your bathing suit. These are incredibly versatile. In fact, I might even order me another pair in a different color because I love them so much. So it's no surprise, I am sure to you, that these are going to get 4 stars for fit, 4 stars for comfort, 4 stars for style, and 4 stars for weight. Did any of these shoes speak to you? Or if you have another favorite travel sandal you'd like to share with the community, please let us know down in the comments. Now that you've made the hard decision on which shoes to pack, you should watch this video on picking your perfect travel day outfit next. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have safe and wonderful travels.